This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shaw.
We have arrived in Sector 112 and request targeting data.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship Unoma Prize for another episode of Command and Conquer. Why do I get every single game I play confused? Every single time it happens. Galactic Civilization 3. Okay, so we are playing on a gigantic map. I think it's the second largest map. The only reason I didn't play the largest because I don't have enough RAM on my computer to run that, because the map is freaking ginormous. This one's already pretty ginormous, but it's pretty big. Now, it's kind of one of the main reasons why I stopped the series before, because I kept running out of RAM, causing the game to crash in the middle of my recordings. I have dedicated more virtual RAM to my hard drive, which allows us to play this game now. And if you guys don't know how to do that, I'm not really going to explain it. There are tons of tutorials online and on YouTube that you can look up to increase the virtual RAM of your computer. But basically, all that does is, if your RAM gets full, it'll use your hard drive to store extra RAM so that you can continue running programs that require a bunch of RAM. So, yeah. Right now I'm actually looking at it because I have it up on my other monitor. We have about 4 gigabytes left. So maybe later on in the future when the computers start expanding their base and whatnot, or not base, but their territory, we might have to increase that a little bit more, but that's a thought for later on in the future. Anyways, in the last episode, we got a planet in an event, Sobani 4. We colonized another planet called New Sobania, and we just discovered thallium, which we are bringing a constructor over here to get. And we're also bringing up our enormous prize explorer ship to try to figure out what else is over here. That's pretty much it. The first episode is usually kind of boring because not a whole lot actually happens because you're trying to explore, trying to get some basic research going. And in the last episode I kind of mentioned that we are very low in the military rank, so it's kind of a little scary. I'd like to, after we get Universal Translator, I'd like to get a military going, just get some basic like missile ships to help defend our territory. Just in case there's like a ruthless enemy next to us and they're like, oh, you don't have a military yet. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and kill you. And then there goes the shortest series of all time. We do have a colonizable planet up here, which I did kind of forget. I want that colonizable planet. That's not what I wanted. Oh wow, it only takes 3 turns to build a colony ship now. That's amazing. So, once our second explorer gets going, we will get this colony ship going, and then we'll have a bunch of scouts going around too, just exploring territory. I'm debating on if I really want to do that. Yeah, screw it, we'll do it. We need more eyes out here, because I did turn off the ability to see your territory, or be able to reveal the fog of war when your territory expands. Because to me, that doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be able to see what's going on unless there's a planet or something that you own, or a whatever these things are, the star bases that you own. Shouldn't just be automatically revealing the map as you expand your influence. So I like to play games hardcore, so to me that's just like especially because of the way I play my guys. Our guys are very influential, so they what do you want, Watch? No, I walk later. And Watch is yelling at me because I've been recording for the past 40 minutes. It's like, dude, you haven't moved in a while. It's like, oh, I'll do it later, shut up. Anyways, let's go ahead and bring you up, and we'll start going up in this direction. You keep on coming up. I don't think there's anything else that's going to be here, so we might put you like right here, which you'll be able to get there next turn. And I don't think there's anything else that we really have to do. You can be upgraded, but I want to save my money, and we'll save that for when we actually really need it. We're making an income, but again, that's just because we don't have a military. We don't have any maintenance that we have to pay for our ships, or we don't have any buildings really built on our planets yet, because it's still really early in the game. So let's go ahead and advance to the next mission. Not next mission. God dang it. Next Not episode. Turn. We're playing a turn-based game. You advance in turns. Here we go. Now, I did forget about the food spending thing. I don't know. It might be a research later on in the future, but I don't remember if you can actually send food to other territories. I don't think you can. Because New Sobani doesn't have any food. There might be a way to do it. I just don't remember. Okay. Nothing important. So I'm gonna go ahead and have you. Yeah, we'll do that. You start just going around. Honestly, I probably should just have you go straight to the star systems, see if there's anything of value, and then the scouts can clean up the mess, can get the little pieces that the surveyors don't hit. Okay, so you go up here in this direction. Okay, build me a star base. Build me a mining rig. There we go. And then you can start mining the thulium next turn. Cool. Let's go ahead and end our turn. While we wait for it to load, drink our water. Get the announcement that we... Oh, first citizen. Okay, I thought this was the thulium thing. Aaron Minot from Arcadia, Mu, has risen above all peers to become a galactic citizen. Now you can train the citizen to an ever-increasing number of specializations that will help shape the destiny of your civilization. Cool! And then here's the first thulium mine. So your miners begin offloading their first load of thulium. Surprisingly dull-looking, it's only in higher dimensions that thulium shows its true character. It's incredibly dense. It's incredible density. As a stable form of neutronium, it has many practical uses. This will become vital both for new types of kinetic weapons and numerous peaceful applications. Okay, I gotta keep that in mind. We can use this to build peaceful things. What do you want? Oh, hey, there's lightning that's been detected nearby. Oh yeah, I don't remember if I mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but there are thunderstorms coming in. If it gets close, you might actually hear it through my mic because I have a very big window in my room. So if that happens and you hear me go, oh my god, that's probably why. No cause for alarm though. I don't think this round of storms are supposed to be severe, but we do have some severe thunderstorms coming in later. So I'm trying to get my recording session done now so I can edit later whenever the thunderstorms come in. Because I can save editing anytime, but we can't really have like the electricity flickering during a recording because then you lose it. Okay, new citizen. Where do we need? Might not be a bad idea to get another administrator. Work is doing pretty good. How are we doing on research? We're actually doing very well on production and research. Okay, so give me an administrator then. I forgot to train him. There we go. That increased our administrative capacity. Cool. So you continue going. So far, nothing very important. How much money were you making from tourism? Should be making some money. Do we not make any money from tourism from our main capital anymore? Did they get rid of that? We only make tourism from the touristic buildings we build now? Honestly, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with that. Because once this gets spread to a certain point, it gets to the point where, yeah, as long as my tourism's doing fine, I don't have to worry about my economy. So I actually kind of like that. That the only way you make money from tourism is from actual tourism buildings, so you don't make them from your command center anymore. Or your capital city. Okay. Good to know. So that means I do have to actually pay attention to my economy. We do have this mine built, right? Yep, let's build a second mine. If you guys are wondering why I'm building one mine at a time, again, it's because of the fact that I don't specialize in an economy, so I have to be careful with how I expand. So expanding one at a time, to me, is a lot better than expanding all at once and paying like a huge amount of money to get that expansion done. Cool, we got our research done. That's nice. You continue making your way up. Nothing new that we found. Good. Let's go to our research. So, Ministry of Alien Affairs. Provides a framework... Oh, wait, that leads to. My bad. This unlocks the Paxtorium Emporium, which is a thing we can use to boost our trade income. It allows us to open borders with people. It gives us exploration territory, which allows us to see the fog of war of people around us. And it upgrades our design for our engineers ship and a supply ship. These are new. I don't remember these. Hauls refined goods to another colony, providing 100 manufacturing points. And a supply ship. Hauls refined goods to another colony. Oh, they both do it. These are new. I don't remember these. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to them in the last series. So that's for like far away colonies that need their to get their buildings up quicker. Okay. Also, it's raining outside. I can hear it hitting the window. Ministry of Alien Affairs. Import-Export Center. Central Bank. This leads to other types of exploration research. Militarization. Before we get really involved in that, we need to get a basic military going. Just in case there's an enemy that's near us. And then we might continue going down this tree. It's just all going to depend on what people are around us. Okay, you've already moved. Ooh, you were the next explorer. I want you to go ahead and go down in this direction. I'm going to see what you find down here. Now there is a pretty big opening here. Usually when there's a big opening, that's normally a nebula. So it's possible there might be a nebula here. Now nebulas are pretty important because they give us Illunium, I think is what it's called. It's a resource that starts with an E, which allows us to build advanced shields and lasers. So they're pretty important when it comes to like energy stuff. And me as a person that likes to build ships with lots of shields and powerful laser beams, I would be thrilled if I could find that before the AI does. Okay, you have moved. You have moved. How are we doing on our planets? Ooh, you got your first thing done. So cool. You have more production. And we are now building our. Ooh, we can build the Apex Emporium. Okay. Okay, we need this. We need this now. So let's go ahead. I want to put you at top of the queue. You're going to take a while to build, but if I can get you done now, that will greatly help us out. Especially since we have something that helps out on tourism. Okay. If we wait for this, see, what does the computer core help out with? Just research? How are we doing on research? We're 15. Okay. So we can have the Emporium go first. I want to get that built before any of the AI get it built. There's 99 other AI out there. We can only have one of these per galaxy. So if I get this, it'll give us a pretty big advantage. And it'll boost our income so that we have a lot more money that we can actually use for stuff. Okay. You go. Oh yeah, I still keep forgetting we're on the same freaking turn. You've already gone, you've gone. How are the other planets doing? You're still building your thing, you're still building your thing. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We're getting close to 20 gigs being used for this game. It's amazing. For the map I'm using, they recommend 16, even though the one below it, before us, is a lot smaller and still recommends 16. So this one I probably would say recommends more about 24 gigs, not 16. Which makes sense, because right now we're still in the beginning of the game and we're using about 20 gigs of RAM. So, or memory. It's not just RAM. So, yeah. I could imagine as we reveal more of the map and we get more stuff going on that it's going to get much, much higher. You go in this direction. We find anything? Nope. I'm pretty much going to have you go there, 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 and then it's just kind of a loop around. Maybe there is a nebula here. If we get our scout built. Oh yeah, we're building the colony ship. Then we're building a scout. I might, after we get the colony ship built, I might rush the scout out. I'm hoping there's something over here that we can use. Would be nice. Okay, everyone's moved. Nothing else is really going on. You're building your emporium. You're building your fabricator, and you're building your supplier. And our guys are exploring. We could probably rename him. What do we want to name our second explorer? I'm not really good at naming things, so we're just going to name this to the Utopia Finder. I might change that in the future. Did it actually? Yeah, it did change. Save. That's what I meant to say. Okay. You're, again, nothing really going on this turn. You are in range. Are you built? You'll be built next week, so next week after that we can get you going. Let's see. I do want you. Go to him. Because of the fact we're building the Emporium, I need as much resources coming in as possible to Sobania. Once we get that built, we'll probably just assign one asteroid per planet. Sounds fair to me. Okay. Let's end our turn. Okay. Ooh, got a new event. Meanwhile, our people, or message, an incoming message, I guess I'll say. Our people would like to send a beacon out to the universe, a message to the other spacefaring races we will one day meet. Send a message of peace and hope. It is a waste of time. Put the resources towards more practical measures. We get some credits and some Padgematic. Send a message telling them to prepare for their eventual enslavement. So minus diplomacy, soldiering, and malevolent. So this, send out a message of peace and hope, will improve our diplomacy, but reduce our soldiers' ability to take things over. Let's see, if I follow my own storyline that I'm making for this game, we would probably send out a message of peace and hope, because we are trying to find the Kushan, or not the Kushan, the Higaran mothership, the Pride of Higara, that we were protecting and patrolling before we got thrown into a wormhole into this whole gigantic weird universe. So yeah, let's send out a message of peace and hope. Hoping we can find out where the Kushan, or not the Kushan, but the Higaran people are. Ooh, a red sun. It's got a couple planets around it. Might be more on the backside, so we'll continue exploring that one. You go in this direction. Ooh! Found Promethean. Sweet! Promethean, thanks to its bizarre quantum nature, existing in multiple realities at the same time. Promethean is a necessary ingredient in any well-equipped lab. I believe this is good for engines. You can make advanced experimental engines with high amounts of Promethean. I think it's also used for space station upgrades? Like, upgrades we'll get further on in the game. It isn't... I don't think it's important to have a lot of Promethean, but it is an important resource. So we'll get 2 scouts done, build a constructor, and get 2 more scouts done. Do I really need 4 scouts? I mean, we have 2 explorers. I don't think we really need that many scouts. Let's build 2 of them. Once we get militarization, we'll start building units to help protect our planets from invasion. I don't think that's going to happen for quite some time, but just in case. Alright. Oh, hello. Nice thunder. Great, I get the hiccups. This is gonna be a fun next 9 minutes. Okay, breaking news. Being Magazine has released its list of the most influential thought leaders in the galaxy, the ones most capable of managing all our affairs for us. So planetary thought leaders. We are 4th. Sobania. I'm not really sure what this is, what this is supposed to be. Oh, most influential. Okay, that makes sense. Because our planet has a lot of influence. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab 1 billion people from all of our planets. We might as well. And you start heading in that direction. You'll be there in about 3 turns. These are so much better when they can actually move a whole lot per turn. Oh, good old imperialism. Okay. What do we got up here? Just 4 planets. Alright. So you continue going up, and then I guess next turn we'll start exploring in this direction. You have a teeny tiny moon right next to you, Mr. Flash. Giant red moon. Red sun. That moon. That's definitely not a moon. Almost said the same thing twice. Okay. Anything else we really need to do? You're still building your stuff. You're building your emporium, that's right. We need to build you. You're sending both your resources to Sobania. Good. The fabricator is almost done. The fabricator boosts production. Oh, we can use the fabricator to improve the production of the Paxton Emporium. Get that done faster. Plus, it'll be a permanent improvement on the main planet. Which makes sense to me. Because this is a core area, and we want to make sure this is really buffed up and really hard to take over. Aww. I keep forgetting I've already moved this turn. Okay. Let's go ahead and end it. I'm still waiting. Oh, it didn't do the thingy like it normally does. Or I might have been auto-saving right there. I think it was auto-saving, but it didn't do the whole, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 thing that it usually does at the bottom, so I was fearing for my life. Mining thulium. Cool. Ooh, we have an artifact available. Oh yeah, the fabricator is done. So, able to produce anything we need. Activating allows us to make instant progress on a selected planet's social project. Okay, right now I want that Emporium made. So let's go ahead and use the artifact on Sobania. First artifact power used. This galaxy has been the home of alien intelligence for billions of years. More things have been invented and forgotten than we have ever learned, but not this. This, whatever this is, will be ours. You issue the command and energy begins to flow through it. Yes! Cool, that knocked off like 15 turns. Good. Well, I mean, once the turn ends, but yeah. Awesome! Let's do a little bit more exploring down here. Got 2 planets, none of them are colonizable. That's fine. Probably have you start heading up in this direction. You... Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, you start heading in that direction. Oop. Excuse me real quick, I need to figure out what's going on with the dogs. Alright, sorry about that interruption. My parents just came home and I had to help them unload the car because they just went to Hobby Lobby and got a lot of things for 4th of July and stocked up on some of the food and water and stuff that we needed for the house. Because we're trying to go like every 3 weeks to a month before going grocery shopping because the whole, virus thing. Because of the whole thing going on. I don't really want to say the name because YouTube doesn't like it. So, yeah. The thing that everyone knows about. Anyways, let's get back to the game. I think I ended my turn before I had that whole situation go on. Doot doot doot. I want you to go here, start making your way up. You're building me a scout, 2 scouts, and a constructor. And yeah, nothing really actually going on, so let's go ahead and end our turn. There you go. Now it's counting on the civilizations. So far they're all still loading about the same speed, so that's good. Okay, you... Freaking autosave. Go over here. Okay. You... Go in this direction. Still nothing. Alright, cool. Research. We got... what the heck was I researching? Militarization, that's right. So we can build some basic defense ships. We already had a significant amount of structures in orbit and on ground, all of which can be militarized with modest extra investment and some new uniforms. Yay, we can finally make red shirts. Everyone's favorite. So the engineering ship, supply ship, assault fighter, and stellar bomber. So yeah, we have our first fighter and our first bomber design. Later on, when we get some more research going on, I'll start making custom ships. We'll be using the main ships for now. So this will unlock the basic weapon systems. This unlocks the basic defensive systems. Because right now, all we have the ability is just shooting rockets at somebody. I still don't think that's really advisable yet. We haven't met anyone yet, so the Ministry of Alien Affairs I don't think is that important at the moment. And our economy, whatnot, is going to actually be doing pretty darn good once we get some things going. We will also be getting our 4th planet, so getting interstellar governance probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Build hypergates. See, right now we're still in full-blown exploration mode. Remember this? Oh, that's just the things going on. Okay. So planetary invasion, not that important. We're not at war or anything. Space elevators allow us to build manufacturing systems on our space stations, or it leads to that ability. We're doing pretty good on productivity. I think maybe getting colonial administration might not be a bad idea. Oh, right. The Ministry of Alien Affairs allows us to build the Export Center, which can boost our tourism. So let's get that going. That will help our economy. Our economy is still doing pretty darn good. But once we get this Emporium and export thing on... Oh, god dang it, I didn't mean to hit that. we will be doing pretty darn good. But I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode here, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like if you do. If you like what I do, consider subscribing. And where is one of our recons? There we are. And I'll check you guys out in the next episode or video. But until next time, this is Captain Soban signing out.
Attention fleet. Makan has found Valcora Gate. The coordinates are 1134489
We'll send everything we've got, but be advised, we are a mining vessel. It would be best if we did not have to move directly into the main battle.